A car dealership with more than a century of local history now has a new owner. Next year's Pentagon budget contains millions of dollars for local defense projects, as well as improved benefits for those serving in the military. And Alabama families will soon be eligible for help with private school tuition.
Unseasonably warm weather for East Alabama for the next 2 or 3 days. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards. Mike Stedham has the evening off. Sonny King Ford, which began selling cars in Anniston in 1922, now has a new owner. Charles A. Tony Russell, who had been the dealership's general manager, bought the business last week from the Sonny King Automotive Group. The deal was signed Thursday by Russell and by Patricia M. King, chairman of the Automotives Group Board of Directors. The dealership has been rebranded as C.A. Russell Ford, and the new owner announced on Facebook that he plans to keep his current team of managers and employees. Russell says there will be no interruption of business and all of its operations will continue as normal, including vehicle sales, service, parts, tires, and collision repair. The dealership opened as King Wheeler Motor Company in 1922 on East 11th Street in downtown Anniston and moved to its current location on South Quintard in 1971. One person was killed and 3 others were injured in a 2-vehicle wreck Saturday night in Cherokee County. The accident happened at 7:45 p.m. a couple miles west of the Georgia state line on U.S. Highway 411 at its intersection with County Road 45. The Cherokee County Coroner's Office was called to the scene and found one of the victims had died in the accident. Another victim was taken by ambulance to a local hospital, and 2 others were treated at the scene by paramedics. The McCord's Crossroads Fire Department and the Cherokee County Rescue Squad responded to assist state troopers. Highway 411 was shut down briefly while emergency crews treated the injured and cleared the scene. Military projects that will keep local workers busy for many years are now being finalized in Washington. We'll have the details in a moment.
'Twas the night before family came into my house and I could feed no one, not even my spouse. I had to think quickly, so I jumped in my car, hoping a solution would not be far. I drove in a panic, thinking my options were slim. Then a calm came over me when I remembered, oh yeah, WM. I pulled in with confidence and nary a fright, knowing deep in my heart WM would make it right. WM had it all, they had everything I need. I waltzed up and down the aisle, my cart as my steed. If something was missing or not to be found, no fear, WM employees' knowledge always is sound. Everything was gathered, my list was checked twice, and after checking out I was shocked. Oh my gosh, what a great price. I could finally go home, my crisis averted, and a sigh of relief knowing supper would not be diverted. So if you have to feed your guest and your outlook is grim, just relax, take a deep breath, and hurry on to WM.
Hi, Tim Wilcox here from Buster Miles Ford and Chevrolet. We just want to take a second and wish everybody at home a Merry Christmas. We know this time of year things get busy, travel, holiday plans. We want to make sure that you're not worried about your car. So we're offering complimentary service vehicle pickup and return. So we'll pick it up from your home or your work. We'll bring it back to you when it's completed. All you have to do is let us know when you set your appointment. Safe travels to everybody at home. Happy holidays and a Merry Christmas.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
The Anniston Army Depot will get millions of dollars for new and ongoing projects under the 2025 National Defense Authorization Act, which passed the House last week. 3rd District Congressman Mike Rogers of Sacs, chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, said the bill authorizes $119.6 million for military construction projects across Alabama. AAD will receive $56 million to construct a power generation and microgrid project, $14 million to design a small arms warehouse, $5 million to design a guided missile maintenance building, and $3 million to design a general purpose warehouse. In addition, the depot will get increased funding for building combat vehicles and refurbishing Stryker tanks. The Pentagon spending bill also contains increased benefits for junior enlisted service members, including a 14.5% pay raise, more money for housing, expanded access to medical providers, and better access to child care. The bill now goes to the Senate for final approval before being sent to the White House. More than 400 wreaths were placed this weekend to honor soldiers and their family members who are buried at the Fort McClellan Military Cemetery. It was part of the annual Wreaths Across America program, which took place at almost 5,000 locations nationwide. The McClellan Cemetery is the final resting place for more than 450 individuals, including 353 headstones of service members and more than 100 children. Volunteers placed wreaths on all of the headstones and remembered the heroes as they said their names out loud. The goal of Wreaths Across America is to honor those who served and teach the next generation the value of freedom. Alabama families who want to send their children to private school will soon qualify for help from the state. That story and more in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We are available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Starting next month, some Alabama families may apply for up to $7,000 from the state for private school tuition. Back in May, the legislature passed the CHOOSE Act, which will eventually allow all K-12 students in the state to ask for funding if they want to go to a private school. The first grants will begin with the 2025-26 school year, and enrollment for the program opens January 2nd. The first round of funding will be limited to specific groups of students, and applications will be available to all others at the start of the 2027-28 school year. The program is open only to Alabama residents. Students must be between the ages of 5 and 19 and have not graduated high school to participate. Students with disabilities between the ages of 5 and 21 are also eligible. Priority will be given to students with special needs, siblings of eligible students, students in military families zoned to priority schools, and students in families whose income does not exceed 300% of the federal poverty level. The grants may be used for tuition and certain fees at participating private schools. Applications will be available on the Alabama Department of Revenue's website next month. Well, what kind of weather can we expect for this week before Christmas? John Holder standing by in the Camping World Weather Center to tell us. John?
Katie, for the work week ahead, we have a little bit of everything. We've got some warm temperatures, some cold temperatures, and a little bit of rainfall in between. The complete forecast for all of East Alabama is next.
Oxford Lumber makes this year's Christmas shopping easy with gifts everyone will enjoy.
We have the seasonings for the season with anything you need to make the Christmas meal full of flavor.
For gifts like this and so much more, come on in and shop local at Oxford Lumber.
Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service. EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Camping World of Anniston, America's recreational dealer.
A mix of clouds and sunshine today showing up on our Camping World weather cam right there on I-20. See the trucks going by. See some sunshine out there, some clouds off in the distance as well. John Holder with you in the Camping World Weather Center on this Monday evening. And the temperatures today were fantastic. 68 for the high today after a morning low of 48. So about 10 degrees above the average for both daytime highs and nighttime lows. And these temperatures are going to be even warmer for the next couple of days across East Alabama. Tonight, as we take a look at weather on your street for a Monday night, take you out to Mulberry Avenue on the west side of Anniston. Some rain tonight, but this rain will not be until after midnight. Going to be very mild overnight for this time of year. The low tonight only 52. And again, during the evening hours, temperatures will mainly be in the upper 50s to low 60s across the region. So not a bad evening. Keep in mind, there is some rain tonight, but that is going to be very late tonight across East Alabama. Looking ahead to tomorrow, another chance of rain in the forecast, mainly in the morning. Maybe a morning shower on Ledbetter Road down in Munford in Talladega County. Look at that high temperature tomorrow, about 13 degrees above the average, 70 for the high tomorrow afternoon with a bit of sunshine here across East Alabama. And for the rest of the work week ahead, we're going to see a little bit of everything coming. We're going to cool off a little bit. Temperatures will be back in the 50s for highs instead of 60s and 70s. Not bad out on Anniston Beach Road in Weaver, as we'll bring sunshine back in full force, but colder temperatures later on in the work week. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. This will take us right to the threshold of Christmas time. Got a 50-50 chance of rain on Wednesday. That will be Wednesday afternoon, and that's going to be the warmest weather that we've had in quite some time. Look at that high on Wednesday, 1 week before Christmas, and we're at 72 degrees after a morning low of 53. Here comes the cool down on Thursday and Friday. Not a big difference on Thursday, the high close to 60, but by Friday we'll be back into the 50s for sure, 54 for the high. And then a chilly weekend coming up, a reinforcing shot of colder air coming in on Friday, 47 for the high on Saturday, 48 on Sunday, 46 on Monday. That will actually be below average for this time of year. And we're back in the 20s. Yes, wintertime just getting underway, as we'll have temperatures in the mid to upper 20s, it looks like, for the weekend as we bear down on Christmas time across East Alabama. Last week we showed you the temperature forecast for the next 8 to 14 days, taking us to Christmas. Well, what about precipitation? We've ruled out a white Christmas, but could we have some rain on Christmas? Looks like it's going to be near normal, so we don't think we're going to have a big high chance for wet weather coming in here on Christmas time. As a matter of fact, it looks like temperatures will be about normal and precipitation will be about normal, as this takes us all the way up almost to the end of the year for the time frame from Christmas Eve to the 30th of December. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early, 6 a.m. with your Tuesday weather at a glance. More EAN Local News with Katie coming up.
Thanks for that update, John, and thank you for watching us today. You can find us every weeknight on Facebook and YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.